When purchasing through links in our articles, Future and its partners may earn a commission. To royal enthusiasts, state visits often appear filled with grandeur, ceremony, and dazzling tiaras. However, the convergence of world leaders and the royal family doesn't always proceed smoothly, as explored in the latest episode of the Daily Mail's podcast, Queens, Kings, and Dastardly Things. Over the years, some international guests at Buckingham Palace have caused quite a stir. Royal biographer Robert Hardman and historian Kate Williams discussed an incident that led Queen Elizabeth to lose her composure. In an episode titled Royal House Guests from Hell, Hardman recounted that in 1973, President Mobutu Sese Seko of Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and his wife, Marie Antoinette Mobutu, were invited to London by the British government. At that time, Britain was eager to secure contracts for a new power station that Mobutu planned to build. During the 1970s, rabies was a significant concern throughout Europe, although Britain had remained rabies-free. This situation necessitated a strict 6-month quarantine for animals brought into the country, as Williams explained. However, Mrs. Mobutu decided to smuggle her dog into her luggage for the trip, and into Buckingham Palace. Once the Mobutus were settled in the Belgian suite at the palace, Marie Antoinette requested a plate of raw meat from the kitchen. According to Hardman, a staff member who delivered this unusual request observed Mrs. Mobutu feeding the meat to her dog and immediately informed his superior. The message was relayed up the chain of command until it reached Queen Elizabeth. "This is a major diplomatic problem," Hardman explained, noting that the couple had blatantly violated the country's laws by bringing a dog that could potentially carry rabies. The master of the household had to inform the Queen, and he later remarked that he had never seen the Queen so angry. Several people agreed that they had never witnessed the late monarch so appalled. Queen Elizabeth's response was decisive. "Get that dog out of my house." The royal corgis were sent to Windsor Castle for their safety, and an unfortunate staff member had to take Mrs. Mobutu's dog to be quarantined for 6 months. Hardman continued by saying that Mobutu himself attempted to justify the situation a few nights later in a speech. He claimed that the dog was originally from Britain and that his wife merely wanted to show it its homeland. To add insult to injury during this dreadful visit, the Mobutus returned home with approximately PS1 million from the Foreign Office, yet no contracts were ever signed. According to Hardman, the money was never recovered, and Mobutu was eventually deposed.